Sometimes people give you a hard time because they see something in you that you don't see in yourself. Like, I promise you, like, your haters are your biggest fans. Like, they're literally like your biggest fans. Like, they see something in you that you just haven't unlocked yet. That's why they want to give you a hard time. They give you a hard time because they think that if they beat you down, if they make you feel like crap, or if they make you feel like you're less than, then maybe, just maybe, you won't find your purpose. Maybe, just maybe, you won't do what they expect, well, or what they believe that you can do. Like, I'm telling you, a hater, like, understands that there's nothing else for them. They don't want to try. They don't want to go against the grain. They don't want to be above, right? They want to stay exactly where they are because they're probably lazy. They hate themselves probably. And they don't want you to figure it out. Like, they don't want you to figure out, like, oh, I can actually be above this. And that's why it's just so important. It's so important to take what your hater is doing to you and just kind of like squish it a little bit and like roll it around and like make it to where it works in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the days where I don't feel as confident or I don't feel as good, like, I have my specific hater that I'm like, yeah, no, like, I might not be having a good day, but they're having a worse day because I'm near them. because to them, I'm that girl. I might not feel like that girl right now, but I'm that girl to them because they just won't leave me alone. Because, like I said, they see something in me that at the time I didn't see in myself. But now that I see it, now that my hater has let me see it, oh, I'm going above and beyond now. I'm doing all kinds of things. I have elevated my life in ways that I never could have if my hater never came into my life. That's why you got to be grateful for your haters, low key. You got to be grateful for them and unlocking that thing in you that you just weren't going to unlock if you were comfortable. That's the biggest thing about a hater. A hater is one of the biggest ways to make you uncomfortable to where you can go out and do what you need to do to live the life that you want to live. Because we are placed these dreams, we are placed these wants, we are placed these desires in our heart because we're supposed to do it. God has put this in our heart because we're supposed to do it. But life, politics, bills, I guess that all goes into what life is. Like, it stops you. It makes you think like, oh, I can't go for this. I can't go for that. I got to stay in this so I can make sure this gets paid. I got to make sure this gets paid. I got to make sure my baby's fed. I got to make sure that my ex-husband, well, if you have a husband, like, oh, I got to make sure my husband has a meal at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't know what you got going on. I'm just letting you know, like, life gets in the way of our dreams sometimes. Life does get in the way, and we think that we're comfortable in a certain situation because we're fed, we have a roof over our head, our bills are paid, everything's cool, and we kind of just stay in that. But your hater comes in and makes it a little bit uncomfortable for you, or makes it very uncomfortable for you. And I apologize ahead of time if they have done that to you to make it to where your environment is hostile because of them. I'm so sorry. We all go through it. Well, at least those of us that are meant for more, we go through it. I know that, like, oh man, I swear, everywhere I have ever been, I have always had a form of hater that has made life just unbearable for me, and I've had to go from place to place to place to place to place just to kind of like escape it. But the last place I stopped at, it finally woke me up after like literally nearly a decade of dealing with this. I realized, oh, I'm not supposed to be around these type of people. and that's what you're probably going through right now. You're probably coming to the conclusion, oh, this keeps happening because I'm not supposed to be around these type of people. I got to get away from these type of people. I'm not supposed to be here. That's why you're always uncomfortable. That's why it feels like this cycle. It's a cycle. You're constantly looping. You're constantly feeling like, why am I living the same story, but with just a different host of people? Like, why is it the same spirit in a different shell? Why is he in a different shell? Why is she in a different shell? Like, why is this the same person I dealt with 5 years ago in a different body right now? Why does this keep happening to me? Because you're not supposed to be around them. You should have been going to your calling. You should have been going to your purpose. But yet you keep playing with the fleas. You keep rolling with the bugs. You're not supposed to be with them bugs. You're not supposed to be there with them bugs. You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be somewhere else. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be helping people. You're supposed to be living the life that only you could dream of. You're supposed to be living the life that God placed in your heart that you want to live. You're not supposed to be with them people. Ew. Ew. You better get into it. Because that's why they're here. They're here to push you to the life that you're supposed to live. They're here to push you to get into that mindset, to get into that drive, to get into that, and just to become who you are. They're pushing you to become who you are. That is why you have that hater. That is why you keep dealing with the same person in different bodies. That's why all of your relationships are failing. You're not supposed to be with them. You're not supposed to be with them right now. You're supposed to be single. You're supposed to be single. You're supposed to be getting your bag. You're supposed to be getting your life together. You're supposed to be in the gym. You're supposed to be getting yourself together to get yourself prepared for the life that you want to live. That's why ain't nothing working. Because once you start working on yourself, then everything around you will start to work for you. That's a bar. Once you get things working for yourself, then everything around you will start working for you. It's time. If you are uncomfortable, if he, she just, or they, if he, she, they just will not get off your back, you're not supposed to be around them. It's time to start working. It's time to start figuring out what you're supposed to do. I'll never forget when my hater, I can't really disclose what happened, but my hater did something to me that was unforgivable. Now, please understand, like they trust in the future, they've definitely done something else unforgivable. Like that's just what they do. It's a loop. But this particular day, they did something unforgivable, and I felt so hopeless. I felt hopeless. I felt helpless. I remember I drove to Target to get something, and I was just in my car in the Target parking lot, and I was crying. I was crying so hard I was going to throw up. And when I say throw up, I'm talking about it was in my throat. I was about to throw up. I was so distraught, eyes red, puffy. I had to put on my glasses and walk around Target like that, and had to pray and hope that nobody thought that I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do in my car, and I came out. But that day, I promise y'all, it's like God gave me some type of vision or some type of something. I just know that once I got done crying, I held my head up and I just started nodding. I said, I'm gonna do this social media stuff. I'm gonna tell these people my story, and I'm gonna keep going until something works. Whether I inspire people, whether the life I begin to live starts to happen, I'm gonna keep doing this stuff. Because I'm supposed to do this stuff. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be here. And I just think it's so crazy. After that day, after I put down every distraught thought in my mind and all these thoughts of like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Like, I have nowhere else to go. I have to do this. After that day, and I started taking this seriously, my life has changed. I feel like I have true purpose. Like, obviously being a mother is purpose, but being a mother is kind of built in, right? Like that's an obvious purpose. But I knew that I was supposed to be more. And you're supposed to be more too. That's why this video popped up. You're wondering, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? They just won't stop. They just won't leave me alone. They just won't quit. What am I going to do? Find your way away from them. Find your way away from them. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to help people, try and help people in the process. Try to help people get away from their haters. Try to get people to understand that they are there for a reason. They're there to push you. They're your biggest fans. They're your biggest supporters. And when you're away from them, I guarantee you they're going to try to find you. Because I'm sure my haters probably watching this right now. Hey, girl. Hi, sis. Yeah. Don't let it get you down. Let it build you up. That's a bar. Don't let it get you down. Let it build you up. Thank you.